Hi there, Dr. Scott Martin here. In our last video we talked about the different diagnoses for cystic ovaries, and then we showed how ovaries are supposed to work normally. Now let's discover in fact what goes wrong and why. We will now talk about the different aspects of polycystic ovaries. So what's an ovarian cyst? Well, these are fluid-filled sacs, either inside or on the wall of the ovary. Are ovarian cysts normal? Well, yes they are, and typically quite harmless. There are two types of normal ovarian cysts. We've got follicular cysts and corpus luteum cysts. These cysts form part of a female's normal menstrual cycle and are short-lived. Many women will have some type of ovarian cyst during their fertile life, and they're typically recycled by the body within 3 months. But are there abnormal ovarian cysts? There are. There's three types. We've got a dermoid cyst that contains many different types of body tissues within it. It's pretty gross, and typically they're surgically removed. Cyst adenomas are a thick, gooey mucus type of cyst that grows out of the ovary, and they can get quite large, and it too may need to be surgically removed. Endometriomas. They appear to be caused by endometrial growth inside the ovary, creating its own type of cyst. It's often referred to as a chocolate cyst because it contains old dead blood as opposed to fresh red blood. These type of cysts are uncommon and rarely cause more serious problems. So, let's talk about normal ovarian cysts quickly. Follicular cysts. Well, what's a follicle? You naturally have follicles from which your eggs are grown and released every month. When you ovulate, an egg bursts out of its follicle and travels down the fallopian tube in search of sperm and fertilization. A normal ovary will have 6 to 10 follicles producing eggs per month, with a dominant follicle that will ultimately release the primary egg. It's a little bit like an Olympic Games every month to go on inside your ovary to see who can grow the best egg. So what's a follicular cyst? Well, a follicular cyst begins when the follicle doesn't rupture or release its egg. Instead, it grows larger and turns into a cyst. Any ovarian follicle that is larger than 2 centimeters or an inch can be regarded as an ovarian cyst. Typically, only one follicular cyst will form at a time and is dissolved by the ovary in a few weeks. Now on to corpus luteum cysts. What's the corpus luteum? When you ovulate, a follicle releases an egg through the wall of the ovary to pass into the fallopian tube. This starts a chain reaction, releasing large quantities of estrogen and progesterone to aid fertilization. Once the follicle emerges from inside the ovary and ruptured, it's now called the corpus luteum. It literally means yellow body. Imagine how a fruit emerges from a flower, and you have the right idea. So what's a corpus luteum cyst? Well, typically, if pregnancy does not occur, then the corpus luteum will naturally dissolve over the next 3 months. Sometimes the opening of the follicle closes, allowing fluid or blood to accumulate. They may grow up to 5 centimeters or 2 inches and not be the cause of any problems. But cysts over this size can rupture or twist the ovary and cause internal bleeding and sharp pain. But typically the pain will disappear after a few days. But how do you know if you have them? Well, typically there's no symptoms or signs. However, if the cysts are large enough, you may have pelvic pain in the form of a dull ache, you may have pain during sex or just before your period. It may actually perforate into your bowels, causing pain during your bowel movements, or put pressure on your bladder, causing more frequent urination. So if ovarian cysts are normal, harmless, and present no symptoms, why are they a problem? We're going to discuss that in the next video. I'm Dr. Scott Martin. Thanks very much for watching.